I'm almost out of rum. Why is the rum always gone? Happy Easter, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who celebrate it on this day. For those of you who celebrate it like my boyfriend does next week, happy beginning of Holy Week. Right, babe?
What?
Happy beginning of Holy Week?
Yep.
Yep. So, Holy Week, in the Orthodox tradition, or as I like to call it, Vegan Week, the week where El Boyfriendo is absolutely miserable because he cannot eat anything from an animal that bleeds. Which is actually not exactly vegan, but pretty goddamn close. You can barely hear me? Oh, well, let me just improve my ability to be heard. How's that? Is that better? I just brought the microphone closer. I always forget to do that, so thank you for reminding me. I really should have, like, a checklist of things. How is this? Can you hear me? Is it better? Is she speaking? I can't hear her. Test, test, test. Okay, well, my Blue Yeti mic is all the way up. Hang on. Can you hear better? Here, let's see. I really should have, like, a checklist of things. Okay, so that is a little bit better. My bad. But yeah, if it bleeds, El Boyfriendo will not be able to eat it. If it comes from a thing that bleeds, El Boyfriendo will not be able to eat it. And because I am such a supportive girlfriend, I will also not be able to eat it. So that begins tomorrow. And I am so excited. So excited. I have been preparing for this week for the last 4 months in this leather-bound notepad. I have the remnants of all of my preparations and such, and cancer family history questionnaires. But that's not important. I have magazine cutouts of recipes that are vegan, specifically just vegan recipes that I will be able to make this week. And I'm so excited. I had El Boyfriendo pick up all of the groceries from the store earlier this weekend. I think it was Friday that I had him do that. Was it Friday that you picked up all the groceries?
Yeah.
Yes, because I was on side quest when he picked up the groceries. And we have things to eat like the Impossible Burger meat. So it's...
The body is round. The body is round.
Where is that coming from? I don't know where that came from. What happened? I don't know where that came from. Sorry. I heard it. It was in my ear hole. But I genuinely have no clue where it came from. That's so strange. Well, anyway, no, I will not be becoming insufferable old man Enfield. I'll leave that to the actual vegans. We're just going vegan in the religious, out of religiosity sense. There he is. Hi, Polly. I don't know. I don't think I can hear you. I don't think your mic is picking up, so you might be having mic issues.
Hello.
Hello.
How's it going?
Good. I just heard a phantom sound, and it freaked me out. Was that a poly donation? Did you
No, that's one of Sinatra's donations. Do you still have it turned on from the other night?
Oh, I thought that I had those turned off. Or at least I had the volume removed. Huh. Alright, I'll just remove it from the thing. Copy. I'll put it in the base assets library. And then I will remove it from the other thing. This is the base assets library for those of you who don't know. And this is the not base assets library. I have a separate folder for all of the everything. And that's where I just keep it in case I need it, so I don't have to like render it every time. It's very handy in the event that I need a thing and I don't have the thing.
Sure.
Yeah, that freaked me out. So, hi.
Hello. So you were talking about Impossible Meat?
Right, so, I don't know how much you heard, but vegan / Orthodox Holy Week starts starts this Monday. So we're vegans for the week. So I'm just talking about everything that I purchased in an effort to support El Boyfriendo in his religious shenanigans. So I'm going to learn how to cook impossible meat. I'm going to learn how to cook tofu. I'm going to learn how to cook tempeh. And then, like, mushrooms 8 different ways.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. I'm a very supportive girlfriend. That one's Sin's donation. Okay, I guess for whatever reason, when you have them preloaded as a source, even though they're not visible, you can still hear them, which is so strange to me. Because I don't remember turning on volume for his donations from Friday night. But anyway.
I always take care of my teeth. I had $6,000 worth of metal in my mouth, so they are a one-term investment. Lol. That price is after active
Where is that
military
coming
insurance
from?
paid.
I heard it again. There's a phantom noise, and I don't know where it's coming from, Polly. Because it's not in the thing at all. I'm not showing it. I didn't add it to the thing. I don't know what's going on.
Do you have it in a separate scene?
Yeah,
What you have up right now is a separate scene?
Yeah, what I have up right now is a separate scene.
Where?
So, here, let me go live so you can see it. Although, I don't know, would you be able to see it if I went live?
I don't know. If you selected your OBS as the application for what you're going to show, yeah.
Alright, so this is what I got, right? This is everything that's active or could be active. See, I have Weebo Scarface. I have... You guys can't see it, but Polly can see everything. So I have chat, cocktail, or Discord, so the little word bubbles up in the corner there. We have your alerts, my alerts, Scarface, Weebo, my camera with no filter, because I use camera with filter for side quest for the green screen, Blue Yeti mic, background lights, and Noir #1. So no Sinatra sources in sight, and yet... Hi, Kat. How are you? And yet, they're still showing up, so I don't know what's going on here. Are we just gonna have to deal with the ghost of Sinatra? This is so odd. OBS, what are you doing to me? That's not how this is supposed to be. If I just remove the asset completely from Streamlabs, does it go away? Properties. Or, if I open up... What is it? How do I... Advanced audio properties. Polly, how do I alter the volume on a thing?
I'm not sure what you're trying to do. What are you trying to do?
Well, like, isn't there a volume specific to the asset when you can see it? That you can...
Yeah, there's the ticky box for allow OBS to control volume, and it'll appear as a separate slider in your audio mixer.
But how do I open that up?
Just click on the asset.
Okay. Clicking. Does it have to be open? Viewable?
What?
Can you see the OBS thing?
You're...
What am I not seeing? Yup. That's
On the topic of dentists, I confused the hell out of mine when I was 13.
I'm just gonna
My
remove
second
it.
to last molars on the...
Oh, it's gone. What did he do to his assets that make it so like that? Okay, I'm sorry. I had a boomer moment. It's no longer a problem. Although, I still have FARs preloaded, so how? I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna have to, like, look at my OBS and see if I can fix that. Because that is a problem, and I don't want to be getting alerts when I'm not supposed to be getting them for people when I'm not supposed to be getting them, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Freaks me the frick out. Because I don't see them, but I hear them somehow. Somehow. And in a completely separate scene. Boggles the mind. Boggles it indubitably. So anyway, hi. Polly, how are you doing? How was your Easter so far?
Good.
Yeah? How was the first sugary drink in 40 days for you?
Wheat.
Yeah. What did you first indulge upon this Easter?
A ginger ale, actually.
Really?
Hmm.
How are ginger ales? I don't actually drink them, so are they like
They're
good?
made with real ginger.
Really?
That's what it said on the can,
A
anyway. I don't
redhead?
know.
You shove a small redheaded child into the vat of ginger ale?
Whatever in the name of flavor.
Fair enough. Sounds like a good time. So you had ginger ale, and then what was the rest of your Easter like? Was it like, did you go to church? Did you go to family shenanigans? Did you have anything specially to eat for Easter? I don't know. I'm interrogating you about your Easter
Speaking of
traditions.
things, special things to eat, I didn't know that there were. Okay, so you said you had 8 different ways of cooking mushrooms, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Are these multiple different kinds of mushrooms, or are you actually just going to try 8 different dishes with the same kind of mushroom?
Well, okay, so I exaggerated. It's not 8 different dishes. It's supposed to be several different types of mushrooms. Like my shopping list, it's several miles long. We had here. All right, so this was my shopping list, and I couldn't get everything on the list because I can't find 1 pound of button mushrooms. That was one type of mushroom. I couldn't find 1 pound of cheap oyster mushrooms. I got like a half of like 3 ounces of oyster mushrooms just to try them. But also king trumpet mushrooms, brown and white beach mushrooms. Yeah, so I guess like 4 different types. I ended up just going with the regular Bella mushrooms.
Beach mushrooms?
Yeah, white and
Huh.
brown beach mushrooms. I could not find those, so, or maybe they're like a different, maybe the spelling is off, but so like 4 or 5 different mushrooms. I ended up going with baby Bellas and portobello mushrooms because they were super cheap and I could get them for like a lot less. Because I don't know if you know this, but mushrooms are super expensive, and to get as many as I wanted to for what I wanted to get them for was difficult because the mushrooms are going in the dumplings, they are going in the ultimate veggie burger, they are going to go on mushroom skewers, and they are probably going in the stir fry. Oh, and they're going to be in the mushroom conservesa. So.
What's that?
So we can look it up. Conservesa.
I don't think I've ever heard that word before. I've heard of a concertina, but I don't think you're cooking one of those.
I looked it up, but now I can't remember what it was. And I have Norton Save Search on, so give me a sec. I'm gonna disappoint you this fine afternoon and go to google.com to search up conservesa, because they always have, not controversial, conservesa. They always have
Thank you for your patronage.
better picture. Cerveza. Conserva? Hang on, let me find the recipe.
All right.
I have it cut out from a thing. Yes.
When you went shopping, I'm curious. Did you go through the recipes first and ensure that all of the spices and seasonings and whatnots that you need are in your spice rack?
Yes.
Cool.
Oh, yeah. So that's actually, you're going to be so proud of me because I am authentically Weebo in this, but you can actually see the color coding on the grocery list that I compiled. Everything in green is everything that I already had, everything in red is stuff that I didn't already have, and everything blank is stuff that I had to get from, like, Amazon. So, my grocery list is color coded. Okay, so here's the mushroom conserva. Okay, and I said it wrong. Apparently, I also spelt it wrong. So that was what I was reading off of my meal plan that I've been planning for the last 4 months. But it's marinated in a blend of champagne vinegar, olive oil, toasted fennel seeds, garlic, and thyme. These tender mushrooms are a winning appetizer waiting to happen. Spoon them over ricotta, topped toast or gooey baked brie, or add them to cheese board with plenty of crusty bread for sopping?
Topping, yeah.
That's
With bread or biscuits or whatever. Yeah.
That's a word?
Yeah, to sop up gravy with.
Oh, you mean soaking?
Yeah, don't trust me. I don't know what I'm doing in the kitchen.
Anyway, it's not going to be exactly this recipe. The recipe I have calls for, yeah, they are beach mushrooms and cremini mushrooms, but I ended up, like I said, going with not those. And it calls for oyster mushrooms, but again, I don't have the luxury of getting all of the mushrooms and the super expensive ones, so I had to go for the cheaper ones. But it's also kosher salt, fennel seeds, finely chopped shallots or red onions, champagne vinegar, fresh thyme leaves, garlic cloves, granulated sugar, and crushed red pepper, with a cup of extra virgin olive oil. And so it's different from the one that we're seeing right here, but essentially I feel it's like a bruschetta that you would put over toast or bread.
Nice. Yeah.
So that is what the conserva is. It's an appetizer, but it's going to get paired with the sweet potato. That's not all of it. That is not all of it. It's sweet potato, pan roasted sweet potatoes and tempeh. So tempeh is like a soy product. Comes in a package. Looks very interesting.
You bought vegan bread when you went shopping?
Yeah,
Thank you for your patronage.
Oh,
cool.
Before we get too much into the nitty-gritty, I want to just make sure that, and my Streamlabs is not updating, I get to the donations, and I don't miss them, because then I'll feel bad. Thank you, SSerpent21, for the $3. Dear Weebo, I looked on my Facebook timeline, and 3 years ago, yesterday, was the podcast Magog ran, where you were leaving the show. You were all so sad, but I'm glad things are better now. That's a great painting Magog made, by the way. Yes, Magog made a painting of me, and yes, it was a very sad stream, very emotional for me. But yeah, I can't believe that was 3 years ago. I guess that does kind of check out, because I would have been a junior at that point. Anyway, and in the next 6 minutes, donated also to say, he also donated his special amount, 3.14 pi, to say, I had a bit of bourbon while on Jack Gunsky's stream, as I am apt to do. I will, however, say that mushroom soup is amazing, and Magog's Nameless Thief art is really awesome. I will buy a print and hang it next to the Arcturus and Black Compass sub to Weebo, y'all. Yeah, that was so cool for me, seeing that, the art. I've never had anyone make a portrait of me, ever, in my entire life. And, yeah, it was something else. Because I remember posing for it, and I sent him originally a different image, and it was not good enough. It was too blurry for his liking, so he's like, he sent it back, and he goes, Weebo, I need you to get me a better image. So this was the one of several images that I sent him. This was one of the images I sent him, and he decided that one, and this is what came of it, and it looks really good. I've never had a portrait done of me, but that's definitely going on the wall, along with all of the other co-hosts. So I'm excited for that. Seriously. Not bad. Kinda hype. I kinda want to turn them into trading cards. Like, yeah. But that would be expensive. And we'd have to guarantee that they would sell enough, too, so there's a thing. But yeah, sorry, Polly, we were talking about the 78 different types of ways that mushrooms can be made.
Yep.
Which, yeah, apparently mushrooms are very versatile for vegans in cooking. And they're actually getting put into the burgers that I'm making. The non-meat burgers. Not the ones that... Not the recipe that I'm using the Impossible meat for, but the actual veggie burgers. They are made with cooked pearl barley, mushrooms, soy sauce, garlic, carrots, beets, chickpeas, gluten-free panko, chopped walnuts, whole grain mustard, and then they're like on a toasted bun. And I did get vegan bread. That was a pain in the ass to find.
Was it really?
Well, yeah, because a lot of bread has either eggs or some sort of animal-based.
I am drunk. So drunk. I cannot get up.
You got a donation there. Yeah, it's usually made of some sort of fat tea thing. Like, people put butter in their bread. Sometimes it's oil, but it really is a toss-up. And sometimes they'll sneak it in there and they won't advertise it. And they'll be like, hey, this isn't actually vegan, so. It's...
6 minutes, thank you for the $2.42. You should try mushroom soup, man. It's good. Anyhow, how would you compare my version of Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas from Marchmas Carols in terms of dower? I've had some bourbon. Yay. It's hard to out-dower the original, man. I mean, my thoughts on that song. No, I thought it was good. And as long as you had bourbon with it, I'm sure it made it better.
Bourbon makes everything better.
Yeah.
I had the opportunity to drink my coffee this morning with bourbon cream, but I actually opted for Irish cream instead, so. I might have disappointed Polly a little bit.
No, Irish cream and coffee's good.
Because we started off with mimosas over at my dad's house, and then we switched to coffee, and then beers as the day progressed. And I didn't want to just stop drinking after the mimosas, so I was like, do we have anything with cream in it? A creamy alcohol. And he goes, check the downstairs fridge. We probably do. And they had bourbon cream in the fridge, but they had Irish cream in the freezer. So Irish cream is what I went with. Always check the freezer. It was a little chunky because of the ice crystals, though, I will say. I hope it was chunky because of the ice crystals.
I was about to say, yeah. I mean, I guess you could call ice and something chunky, but like that makes me think of something totally else, like curdled and no-nos, like gross, something that shouldn't be there. Yeah.
Well, when I was drinking it in the hot coffee, it was not chunky, and so I'm led to believe that the chunkiness was because of the ice.
You led to believe, or you're choosing to believe?
I'm choosing to believe. If I don't survive the week, it's either because I died because of veganism or because of the curdled Irish cream in my dad's fridge. I did not look at the date. I poured it and I was like, well, let's roll the dice. I like to live dangerously. Okay, this is gonna sound gross, but I don't really have that many qualms about eating things past their expiration date. So long as they're not like obscenely past the expiration date, if they smell fine, it's not a big deal. Of course, I'm not gonna make anything with that and serve it to anybody. I'm fine with eating it. I'm not fine with serving it to other people. So I have standards for everyone else, but not myself. It turns out. Fun. But yeah, like
that's fun.
Like vegetables, right? If they're a little bit old and wrinkly, they're perfectly fine. I can put them in a stew, fry them up, and they're not gonna like. I'm not gonna complain. They're gonna get eaten. But if like they're moldy, obviously not. No, toss them.
Obviously,
go away.
Right.
But like, I don't need the freshest vegetables. It's fine. It's not a big deal.
Do you ever get sinus headaches? Has it ever happened to you?
Oh,
with,
yeah.
Air pressure changes and whatnot? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do, in a big way.
Are you suffering greatly from one today?
I am. And I've taken as much, what's the word I'm looking for? Advil. Like, what is Advil? Whatever. Advil is what I took anyway.
Painkillers, over-the-counter variety.
Over-the-counter painkillers. Advil and a decongestant and nothing. Like, well, I'm sure it would probably be worse if I had, but like my whole face is throbbing. I've got a wicked headache.
Try this little trick that I learned back in ye olden days of college.
Thank you for your patronage.
Oh, thank you, the next 6 minutes. He donated to say, your hair color isn't in The Sims 3. I did my best. The house I built for you and El Boyfriendo looks cool. I bought y'all a sweet barbecue grill. Y'all grow great stuff.
Lion Patriot, thank you for the English. Lion Patriot, thank you for the $13. I hear you, Weebo. A little mold. It never hurt anyone.
That's not what I said. That's so not what I said. Okay.
No, that's what I heard. Cheese,
Okay.
moldy vegetables, all the molds.
Oh gosh. Okay. My cure-all for the headache is okay. So if you have sinus pressure, the goal is to remove the sinus pressure as best you can. So the goal is to like massage it a little bit up here where it originates from. So right, you take the back of your head, you push against the front of your, or you push against the back of your head so that like your fingers are kind of depressing upon your upper nose area, and you just kind of try to move this down and out to release the sinus pressure around your nose and your eyes, and that for whatever reason makes all the difference. So just like down and out, because you do collect a lot of fluids in your face, believe it or not. That's why this sounds like a scam, and it probably is on some level, but that's why they sell face massagers and rollers, is to kind of move the lipids out of your face from what it is that you get puffy as a woman. Apparently this happens a lot, to kind of move that down and out and
Get the lipids flowing.
get the lipids flowing. Yeah, so do that, and it may not thin out your face, it may not get the lipids flowing, but definitely you applying pressure to this area of your face has some effect on at least a headache. Or up here too, down over your, down like this part of your forehead. I can't remember what it's called, the like, because the bridge of your nose is right here, right? But this is like the tip of your forehead, or the lower
Your
tip
T-zone.
Your T-zone, right? So get your T-zone, just go down and out and like this, and do the
That's why I've
Chinese
always
eye
heard
trick.
girlfriends refer to it, where they're like, I'm trying to moisturize my T-zone without ruining my makeup. And I'm like, what the hell's your T-zone? And yeah.
Wait.
Freemasons run the country!
Next 6 minutes, thank you for the $1. Sorry your head hurts, man. Give Polly a big bro hug. Yeah, actually, I think I'm going to get going in a few minutes here, because I've got my screen turned, the brightness turned all the way down, and it's still like
Way too bright.
staring into the sun.
That's fine. That's okay. You gotta do whatever you gotta do in order to make you feel good in your personal life, and worry about online shenanigans later, so I understand. And the audience will too, right, audience? Right.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll be broken up when I leave.
I will. My opinion is the only one that matters.
The so this massive meal,
Uh-huh.
does it require pre-day prep? That's the thing I'm really curious about. Is it like a 48-hour cook where you gotta begin marination the day before?
Wait, do you mean like all of my meals for the entire week? Because it's a 7-day meal plan.
Oh, there's no one big meal at the end of it? Like there's no...
Oh, no, that's El Boyfriendo's
feast?
dad. He's doing all of the prep work for that. I'm doing everything before then.
Gotcha.
So yeah, he's got all of the prep stuff. He went shopping for everything, or he has yet to go shopping for everything, but he will. But your dad's planning a big like Easter dinner brunch dinner thing.
Yeah, like an all-day feast kind of thing.
Yeah, he's got a Greek feast.
Cool.
Yeah. Will there be lamb?
Did you not see the full rack that was in there?
No, I didn't read your parents' fridge when we went over there
Yeah,
today.
there's a full thing of lamb in there.
Oh, okay. Wait, like a full lamb with legs?
Not like a full lamb, but there is a very big piece of lamb that
With
takes
legs.
majority of the fridge space.
Right. Is it a leg and not all 4?
It might be a couple,
At least 2?
I think. I saw at least one.
Okay, yeah, so we have a feast.
One-legged lamb feast.
A one-legged lamb feast.
And it's not full lamb because I asked for the head of this one, and sister left, and that didn't happen.
I pay for your food, you brittle-boned fuck.
Hey, still think that the timing on that is a little slightly bit off.
No, it's off. I mean, you see my edits.
I tease.
I hope that people don't notice these things, but they always do. I don't know. One day I'll figure out how to edit properly. Servant21, thank you for the $3. Staring into the sun, like reading Neil deGrasse Tyson's tweets. That's more like staring into the pits of a very stupid hell.
Oof.
Have you ever read that man's tweets?
I don't read his tweets. I'm not following him, so.
Same here. People tweet them at me, and it's like, thanks, guys. Yeah, they do know. It's like, here, let's torture Polly.
Let's trigger Polly just a little bit this afternoon and see what we can do with it.
Yeah, let's see if we can get him yelling.
Yeah. Well, yeah, so, not a whole lamb, as far as I'm aware, but El Boyfriendo, he used to, I don't know at what point in his life, he used to take the lamb and scare his sister with the head. You know, horse in bed style.
Sure.
I've never seen it happen, but I've heard tale of it.
Well, roasted lamb, the eyeballs are the best part.
Yeah, I've never actually eaten an eyeball before in my entire life.
Neither have I.
Now, how do you know they're the best part?
That's what I've heard.
Ah. We should eat eyeballs someday.
I'm sure you'll get there. Dare to dream.
I'd love to be that kind of rich person. The kind of rich person, you know, who eats exotic things just to say that they have. Maybe not too exotic. Alright, hang on. There is like a line that I will not cross, and that is the poo-poo line. I will not eat the poo-poo. You cannot make me eat the poo-poo. Because I hear that that is some shit that rich people have eaten. And no, it's no from me.
Like from some weird animal that that produces tasty shit?
Yeah.
I didn't know that was the thing.
Of course it's a thing. If it exists, it's probably been eaten.
Yeah, that's Rule 87, right? If it exists, it's been eaten.
Is it really 87?
No, I just made that up, but would you not believe it's one or another number?
It's probably a rule. I feel like it is. It makes sense. It makes too much sense that it would be.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Too much like Hannibal Lecter. I would not eat a person. Not a person. Alright? I draw the line there. No cannibalism for Weebo. I can't believe I have to say that.
What about monkeys? Would you eat monkeys?
Yes. Because they're monkeys and not humans.
Fair enough.
Specifically, I'd probably have no qualms about eating chimpanzees because they're little shits.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're freakishly strong and vicious.
Right. Orangutans, I might have some qualms with because, I don't know. Like, you can actually have a conversation with an orangutan. The orange ones, yeah.
Would you eat a defrosted Cro-Magnon man?
A defrosted, is he dead or am I eating him while he's alive?
No, he's dead.
Okay.
And he fell down in the snow, and the snow covered him. Fast forward thousands upon thousands of years, and he defrosts. And it's like, okay, so what we got here is a defrosted Cro-Magnon man. Would you eat him?
I feel like that's too old for me.
I don't know. People are all hyped up to eat defrosted woolly mammoth meat. So that's where that idea came from.
No, that feels weird. Here's one. Would you eat lab-grown meat? I'm gonna say no.
I'd want to know how they make it. I haven't been exactly... I didn't read into it. I'm not exactly clear how they're producing this so-called meat. Like, you know, you see this little cutlet or whatever the fuck you want to call it of some stuff, and it's sitting in a petri dish, and it's like, how did you make that? I really think that's dependent. Like, if they just said, oh, well, you know, we just put some protein, whatever the fuck, and did some things with some stuff, and, you know, hit it with some Vita Rays, like in Captain America, the First Avenger, and yeah, meat. I'm like, yeah, okay, sure, Vita Ray meat, I'll eat that. I don't know, though. Like, if it's like, well, we took a tissue sample from... No. It's not the right answer.
No.
That's fine.
Okay, here's another follow-up question. Is consuming lab-grown human meat cannibalism?
Yes.
See, that's what I thought too. But I think it was who's the other famous atheist? Richard Dawkins.
Yeah.
He was like, it's very interesting. The concept of eating lab-grown human meat, would it be cannibalism? Would it not be cannibalism? Let's discuss the ethicalness about consuming human meat that has been grown in a lab versus not grown in a lab. Let's just discuss the ethicalness of eating human meat in general, and the only reason it's unethical is XYZ PDQ, because you're informed by society standards and not by anything else. I'm like,
I'm getting the sense that Richard Dawkins really hates his own field of study. Like, do you ever talk about evolutionary biology, buddy? He talks about theology. He talks about ethics. He talks about climate change. He talks about science, and even the fucking Twitter fucking handler from Steakums can school him. Like, it, I don't know. No, that was Tyson, but it easily could have been. You know, the Twitter handler from Tang Orange Crystals could have fucking handled Dawkins.
yeah.
I don't know. Does the guy hate his field so much? Does he ever actually talk about it? He seems to want to talk about everything but.
Yeah, no, now that I've considered it, I don't recall ever having seen Richard Dawkins come up naturally in a conversation about, not in a conversation, but like, you know how Twitter goes through these phases of this person said this outrageous thing? Well, I've never, to my knowledge, in recent memory, at least, in recent memory being like, you know, the last 5-10 years or whatever, seen Richard Dawkins to have been openly discussing evolutionary biology in such a way that, like, he gets shit on for it, as one does when they discuss controversial things in their field of study.
I mean, there's plenty of controversial things for him to discuss in his field of study.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I'm guessing he just doesn't like it very much. As an ethicist, he makes a great evolutionary biologist.
Yeah.
Let's discuss. All right,
discuss
Galaxy
the
Brain, let's do it.
Ethicalness of consuming human
Lab-grown
flesh.
human meat?
No, not even just lab-grown, but human flesh on its own. Let's discuss the ethicalness of that.
On its own.
On its own. Well, first off, consuming human flesh, I hear, has led to some serious diseases. Also, that could have been grandma. Would you eat your grandmother? Okay, you know those advertisements of, you wouldn't steal a car to kind of combat piracy of movies?
I am drunk. So drunk. I cannot get up.
Sorry, you're don't know play.
Yeah. Server 21, thank you for $3. Polly, listen to the South Park commentary for the episode Go God Go. Trey and Matt rip into Dawkins pretty hard. Oh, I did. You're right. Go God Go parts 1 and 2 was... Especially the B plot line where Cartman ends up like falling asleep in a refrigerator or whatever and wakes up in the future and animals have taken over and religion's gone. And I mean, you have otters riding on the back of ostriches going to war. I mean, what more could you ask for?
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, it was pretty fantastic. But yeah, Dawkins is like, their commentary, the short little ones that they do on the DVDs are great. Because they just get their point out fast and move on. And yeah, they did rip them a new one, Serpent, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
It's just in the sense of it's not a question of whether you're right or wrong. It's how you come across and it's how you come across.
So
yeah.
So I gotta write this down because I think this would make a magnificent money alert dono thing. It's basically the anti-piracy advertisements, except it's anti-cannibalism advertisements. And it's, instead of, you wouldn't steal a TV, would you? It's, you wouldn't eat grandma, would you? I don't know why I
The
find that so
society
funny.
to prevent cannibalism. Is that what you're going for?
Yeah, basically.
Because it's such a widespread phenomenon that's growing day by day.
Right? You wouldn't eat grandma, would you? It's just so bizarre. I love it. It's happening. I'm making it happen. I'm running with it. Yep. That will be done by next showtime. And now I just have to conceptualize it, like actually make it. All of the elements that physically go into these adverts, I'm gonna have to create them myself. I'll probably take episodes of Hannibal and just kind of stylistically edit them in the advertisement theme method way.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm excited. Anyway, sorry. Totally just sidetracked. We were talking about how much we hate Richard Dawkins and his moralizing ethical bullshittery on anything but his own field of study.
Well, yeah, I just think he doesn't like his own field of study because he doesn't seem to talk much about it. But yeah, staring at the screen is killing me. Sorry for showing up. I should have just gone and laid down.
I appreciate you being here.
Well, apologies, chat, and certainly apologies to you, Weebo. I will see you guys later after yeah, it's a dark room and a cold cloth. Well, actually, a warm cloth for my sinuses for now.
There you go. Go take a nap. Sleep,
Okay.
sleep.
See you guys later.
Be gone with you, thought.
Oh, okay.
Okay, bye. Polly, feel better, please.
Okay.
Alright, so we are me and chat now. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, lizard people of all ages. Shall we discuss more about something that isn't cannibalism, please? I don't have anything. Topics wise, I'm out. We could just make it chat time for the rest of the show time. We've been at this for 43 minutes, so I guess we can go for another 17 minutes and then call it a show. I get to go to bed early, finish folding my laundry, and you guys get to enjoy 17 minutes of uninterrupted Weebo time. Yeah. Yeah. Is that not excitable? Exciting-ing? Fantastical? Yeah. I bet. We all know that you only come here for Polly. Because he's so much more interesting than me. And he rages a lot more than I do these days. I mean, when was the last time we had an actual decent Weebo rant? Anyway, I'm out of Captain Morgan. I need more. I need to go to the store and get more of my favorite rum. It is an unfortunate turn of events, I am afraid. Pear to Bear Uncle seems available. Weebo interested? Unfortunately, I feel like if I invited Drunkle on, it would turn into a 2-hour stream very quickly. And I do think that it would be better if I went to bed early today and got a good start on my week. Because I need to be in tip-top shape this week because it is vegan week. So, we'll have to table that for later. But definitely I do want to hang out with Drunkle at some time. At some point. Darren Root says, what animal do you want deep fried? I know that I like deep fried alligator. So, I would like that. What animal could I see myself trying deep fried? I've always, in an effort to curb my deeply rooted fear of snakes, I've always contemplating consuming rattlesnake, and I think the best way to do that would be in a fried manner. So I could see myself doing that. That's the one reason that I haven't actually ordered rattlesnake in the mail, is because I feel like it would come in snake form, like untouched. It's just literally a dead snake in the mail, and I'd have to prepare it, and I don't want to do that. I want it to not look like a snake when I get it, so that I can kind of fool my eyes into thinking that I'm not eating a snake. So that's why I haven't pulled the trigger on that, even though I think it would give me great satisfaction to be able to consume my greatest fear. It sounds crazy. It sounds weird, but it makes sense in my head. Serpent21 says, I once had quail. It just tasted like chicken. I see quail eggs all the time at the store, and I think it would be pretty good if I had it, to be honest. I haven't tried it yet. I have intentions to do so at a later date, but obviously I can't do that this week. I'd have to pair it with something really, really, really delicious, but at this juncture I have not tried it. It's on my list of things to do. I have had Cornish hen, which was absolutely delicious. The way that I prepared it, it was a lemon butter roasted in a pan with roasted vegetables that also had been sauteed in lemon. Lemon juice is really versatile, and I'm surprised more people don't use it in cooking, but lemon juice really does a really good job of flavoring things that don't really retain flavor all that well. So chicken for one, and probably turkey for two, but chicken doesn't really retain flavor all that well. It's a very good protein unless, you know, you're cooking it a certain way. It's a very good protein to have, but it doesn't always taste that great on its own. You have to flavor the shit out of it. And so in order to do that, you have to find something that will retain. And the way that you cook it, obviously, sometimes will take the flavor out. And that sucks. But it does happen often enough that it is a problem. As Serpent21, Weebo, do you think Panda Express is the biggest ripoff since they don't serve panda? No. I actually like Panda Express as a fast food chain. I'm kind of fond of their black pepper chicken, and I'm not ashamed to admit it. It's really good. Definitely try it. But yeah, the fact that they don't serve panda is not a big ripoff. Although I will say, pandas are probably one of the only species of animal that exist purely for human entertainment and satisfaction. Like, without human interference, pandas obviously would have been extinct long, long ago, and not necessarily just because they're overhunted in the wild, but mainly because they are high as fuck all the time, and as a result, stupid as hell. I mean, you watch a panda, and it's a miracle that they haven't killed themselves into extinction at this juncture, despite human intervention. They're adorable to look at, they're rolling all over the place, and they're getting into all sorts of mischief, but at the same time, I mean, this is them in captivity, but it's also them in the wild. They're dumb. And they're also... Is it too lazy to have sex or too sleepy to have sex, dear? Pandas. Are they too lazy to have sex with each other and procreate?
Lazy.
They're too lazy to have sex with each other and procreate. So, not just because they're dumb, but also because they're too fucking lazy to have kids. And they will probably neglect their children.
Thank you for your patronage.
I don't know why this is happening to me. The OBS is fucking around. It's gonna find out. I swear to God it is. Thank you the next 6 minutes for the donation. Black and Deep Fried Shark. Hey Lion, Patriot Drunkle, Michael Trudell. And the rest of the awesome chat, you will enjoy Black and Deep Fried Shark as well, and epic high fives for you, y'all. For you all. English. What was I saying? Oh yes, I was talking about how stupid pandas are. Yeah, they're stupid. Pandas only eat one type of food, dies off in a cycle. Are we talking about two separate things there? Snoopy? I'm just... Old Man Enfield says, does that mean we grab the turkey baster when it's panda procreation time? They can procreate, but they are too lazy to procreate, so they have to be motivated to procreate, is the thing. In addition to that, they have a tendency to neglect their own children as well, because they're so lazy. So, baby pandas will be the cause of their... Or, pandas will be the eventual cause of their own extinction. It's quite amusing. It's so sad, but it's so hilarious at the same time. I swear to God. I always think it's funny how the news tells us that pandas haven't fucked yet. Yeah, well. It is one of the most amusing animal kingdom facts that I know. One of the less amusing animal kingdom facts that I know is, did you know that orcas are actually the top of the food chain, even so above, like, great white sharks? And the reason why is because they're smart enough to actually realize that if you flip a shark over, they will be discombobulated in such a way that, like, they can't just swim away. So they work in teams to flip the sharks over so that they are disorientated. And then they will attack them from, like, the top and get to their underbelly, where all of the internal organs are that are super important for survival. So they'll, like, take kidneys, livers, balls, all that jazz, leaving the shark to die. Also, fun fact, right? They can intimidate great white sharks completely out of their hunting area for up to a year. Completely nuts. Insane. Yeah, orcas are fucking nightmares. Don't be on the receiving end of an orca. As Serpent21, I can't stop laughing about pandas now. Oh, you want... Let's look at panda video. We're gonna look at panda videos. Pandas being dumbasses. Pandas rolling. We're gonna look at panda rolling videos. We're gonna entertain ourselves. Look at this. This is baby panda. Oh, look at that. That's a baby panda, so yeah. Let's see. And they're just completely so uncoordinated, too. I mean, they are actually bears, believe it or not. They belong to the same family as the grizzly bear, the polar bear, the black bear, the red bear, I think. Yeah, they belong to the same animal family as bears. They are, believe it or not, not related to the raccoon, although I can see how you would think that based off of their appearance. But yes, they belong to the bear family, and yet they are so wholly unintimidating. Completely unintimidating. You're right, I should do otter facts. Maybe I will at a later point. Let's see. There is a panda video that I am rather fond of, and it's like pandas getting into a box. Pandas getting into things. I don't know. Gosh, it's like a zookeeper is raking up leaves and the pandas... I'd be like, look at that face! Panda mating attempt. An attempt. I can't believe that's actual news. Pandas being a nuisance. Is it this one? Fuck, we'll just watch this one. It's adorable looking. But yeah, these little fuckers are part of the bear family, and yet so wholly unintimidating. Joshua Montgomery, I think red pandas are not pandas. I'm pretty sure they belong more to the bear family than the, like, not. Maybe? I don't know. But yeah, look, they're just freaking hugging people, and they're crawling around. They're like cats. They're like drunken cats. That is what pandas are. This is hilarious. Adorable. So you can obviously see why it is that we want to preserve their existence, because they're so amusing. They're purely existing just for human amusement at this juncture. There's no other reason. They're adorable, they're ridiculous, but quite frankly, they will be their own end. Oh, see? They can't even walk straight. And then they get into shit, too. Unsuccessful mating, right? Unsuccessful mating. Not unsuccessful because they just didn't manage to procreate, but, well, not just because they didn't manage to have a result from the attempt at procreation, but unsuccessful in that they just didn't feel like it. Aww. Yeah, no, this is gonna be the rest of my night. Fuck the laundry, I'm just gonna watch panda videos. Yeah. These are part of the bear family. Alright? Now let me show you a grizzly bear. Let's look up grizzly bears. The very first thing when I look up a grizzly bear is a grizzly bear fight. Look at this shit. That is 800, I don't know, I'm not a zookeeper, 800 pounds of pure unadulterated muscle and biting force of like, oh god, I don't even know, several thousand PSI, I have to assume. And those are deadly claws. And you don't want to fuck with a grizzly bear because they will fuck you up. They will rake your face off. They will yeet you into the oblivion. They will bite your skull and crush it. You don't want to be on the biting end of a grizzly bear. Like I said, they'll fuck you up. And panda bears belong to the same family as grizzly bears. This is just insane. Look at that. Two muscular gladiators duking it out in the wild, preparing for battle. Come on, let's see more. Is that it? Is that it? Is that it? That's it? Is that it? Is that really it? Oh, there's another one. Maybe. I don't know. Oh, come on. I live with two grizzly bears. Beast buddies. This guy is getting eaten alive by a grizzly bear. Fun! We love to see it. Unexpected wild bear encounters caught on camera. 15 times safaris have gone wrong and caught on camera. Oh, wow. Oh, she doesn't look all that great. That poor woman. Yeah, see, this is what happens when I look up grizzly bears. Panda bears, completely different story. Insane. Insane in the membrane. Sorry. Anyway, I don't know how I got on the topic of panda bears versus grizzly bears. It's a very weird segue of conversation, but there we are. Nothing to be done. I guess I'll stick around for a few more questions and then I'll sign off early, go to bed early. Or watch panda bear videos for the rest of my night. And let you guys get back to the rest of your Easter evening. Which, by the way, happy Easter to everybody who celebrates it, and happy Sunday to all those who don't. So, I hope it's been a good day for all of you, and I hope that you had an opportunity to be with your families and loved ones if that is something that you find joy in. Wow, I sound very fence-city when I say that, don't I? I hope you had a good Sunday. There we go. That seems like an all-encompassing thing to say, right? There we go. Weebo, pandas aren't exactly lightweights themselves. But, yes, okay, I will admit, they're not lightweights. They probably have a ton of muscle. But I've never seen a video of an intimidating panda. And if there is one out there, please send it to me. Break this facade of panda bears in my head for me, would you? Because
Thank you for your patronage.
all I know about panda bears is that they're adorable and cuddly and probably going to go extinct because of their own laziness. Serpent21, thank you for the $3. Grizzly bears, huh? I now think of Werner Hogg silently listening to a tape recording in headphones and exclaiming, "You must never listen to this." Werner Herzog. I'm confused. Am I not understanding a reference? The next 6 minutes asks, what Kung Fu Panda movie was your favorite? I gotta say the first one, but... Babe, how many are there? There's like 4 Kung Fu Panda movies?
I believe so.
Yeah.
I believe there's four now at least.
Which one's the Peacock one?
Peacock?
Is that 3? Or is
3.
Is that 3?
Yeah, it's 3.
I think I remember liking that one too. The second one was also good. They're all really good movies. I can't decide. I'm gonna be a filthy fence sitter and say the whole franchise is A+. Jack Black is a good boy. We love him in all things. Right, dear?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Boyfriendo is a Jack Black fan. An absolute stan of the man. Don't you have his entire album on your phone? Tenacious D?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's actually... Oh, Boyfriendo is the reason I know about Tenacious D. Because I did not know that Jack Black had an entire, like, album's worth of songs until Boyfriendo. 2. Oh, so 2 was the Peacock one? Are you sure? I don't think it was, though, because the second one... You know, the second one was the Peacock one, the third one was the one with the Panda Village. Who was the villain in that one? Was it the rhino guy, or the guy with the horns? I don't know. I'm not sure. Anyway, I'll think of it later tonight while I'm fast asleep. It'll haunt me in my dreams. There's more than one Panda movie. Yes, they're making a 4th one. It is in progress. And I've actually... I've seen all 3 of the first 3 in the last... within the last 6 months. Because that's what we do on date nights. Is we sit down and we watch Disney movies together. Yes. Ah, babe. 2 was the Peacock, 3 was the Panda Village.
Oh, yeah.
Because we had to be introduced to the Peacock storyline and the fact that Poe was actually adopted.
Yeah.
Before we could actually get to his real family.
Yep.
Right. That makes sense. Oh yeah, by the way, the goose is not Poe's father, spoiler alert. Watch the film Grizzly Man. Director Werner Herzog listens on tape to a man being killed by a bear and tells a family member never to listen to the recording. Wow! Why would you tell me to watch that movie if that's what happens in the movie? That would upset me so much. Oh. No. Bad. I don't like listening to things that are genuinely upsetting. Call me crazy, but I'm a bleeding heart when it comes to that stuff. It will upset me. I don't think that would be good for the brain feng shui. Anyway, yeah, so it is Easter. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, it is 5 minutes over. So I want to thank you for your time this fine Easter. Sorry it was a short one. I'm sorry that Polly couldn't be here for the rest of it, but I really didn't prepare anything, so otherwise it would just be me rambling about nothing for the next hour. And this way, I get the rest of my evening back to do my laundry, which I haven't finished folding yet, and you get the rest of your evening back to spend with your loved ones, or to prepare for the rest of your week. You know what? I do need to start prepping things for when Polly's not going to be here. I know that. I'm aware. So, I will do better. And I will have the edit, the one edit about the cannibalism and grandma done. And uploaded to the Streamlabs by next week. This I swear. I'm also working on a whole bunch of other video stuff. I have like 3 videos in the works. I need to get those cracking because I have a deadline by like the middle of May to get the next video out. But it'll probably, hopefully, be sooner than that. So I'm excited. As we get closer, I will give you more details about the next video that gets posted to the channel. It's just a matter of picking which one I want. So, In the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, lizard people of all ages, I will see you when I see you next weekend. Same time, same place, same otter, same face, hopefully. And with that being said, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. Until next time, have a great one. Peace out.